I'm Keely and this is Voice of a Creative, and today I'm here to share with you the Sewing Patterns and Prints Challenge May theme. So the Sewing Patterns and Prints Challenge is a year-long challenge, and each month we give a different theme, and then within the month you sew a garment and post it on Instagram with the hashtag Sewing Patterns and Prints and then a hashtag that relates to the monthly theme, as well as tagging myself, Voice of a Creative, Tamlyn, Sewn on the Tyne, and Samantha, Sewing Purple Cloud. We then, at the end of the month, go through all the entries and we randomly pick 3 or 4 winners for prize bundles from our amazing sponsors. We have had so many amazing entries so far. So for the last month, which was Sewing Animal April, we had a massive amount of entries, and I am planning to go through those as soon as I can. So I will make the announcement on Friday for the winners of Sewing Animal April and the fantastic bundles we had for that month. If you do want any more information about the challenge or the monthly themes, I will link some blog posts down below so you can go along there and see more information and things like that. You can also search the hashtag Sewing Patterns and Prints to see all the entries so far. There's massive amounts of inspiration there, some fantastic garments that have been made. It's so lovely to see so many of the sewing community taking part in this challenge. So moving on to the actual reveal. So the monthly theme for May is monochrome. So monochrome is the word that we use to describe something that shows just tones of one colour, or is often used to describe something which is black and white or grayscale, so tones of grey. A tone means how light or dark a colour is. So we'll be looking for people to use fabrics that feature just one colour but has a variety of different tones of that colour within it. And this is when my being an art teacher seems to come out when I'm explaining the use of the word tone. It's a word that I use every day, several million times a day. So 2 different interpretations, and I'm going to show you some example garments and fabrics so you can get some inspiration. And Tamlyn has put together a blog post of some different fabrics as well, so you can go along and have a look at that, and I will link that down below. So the first interpretation is tones of a colour. So you might pick a colour, say blue, and find a fabric which has, say, light blue and dark blue, or dark blue, middle blue and light blue within it, or dark blue, middle blue and white, something like that. Or you might choose, say, an orange and then it's got maybe a peachy orange, a really bold orange, and then a lighter version of the orange within it. So we're still looking for a patterned fabric, but just using those different tones of colour. The second interpretation is making a garment in black and white. So the very two ends of the scale in terms of tone. Or you could do kind of tones of grey. So that's the 2 kind of things you could go with for different interpretations. But as always, we are looking for you to interpret it and be really creative with your makes. So again, this month we've got some amazing sponsors. People have been so lovely within the sewing community offering to sponsor the challenge, and I know already people have really loved receiving their prizes, those people that have won. So we've actually got 4 amazing prize bundles this month. So the first prize bundle is a £20 voucher from First for Fabrics and a pattern from Athena Cuckoo Patterns, a PDF. The second prize bundle is a £20 Minerva Crafts voucher and a Sew Hayley Jane monthly box. The third prize bundle is a voucher from Material Girl Laura and a PDF pattern from Helen's Closet. And the fourth prize bundle is 2 metres of fabric from Lubadoo Fabrics and a Tilly and the Buttons PDF pattern. So all amazing prizes to be won, a really lovely selection of things. Every month I'm wishing more and more that I could enter this challenge. The hashtag for this month is hashtag Sewing Monochrome May. So that means when you post your picture on Instagram of the garment you make, you need to use the hashtag Sewing Patterns and Prints, Sewing Monochrome May, and then include me, Voice of a Creative, Tamlyn, Sewn on the Tyne, and Samantha, Purple Sewing Cloud within your caption or tag, and tag us in the picture as well. I'm going to go through some of the fabrics that I've got. So I've just pulled these out of my stash, and I will say kind of what plans I have. I'm not planning to make loads and loads of things this month, but I am hoping to make at least 2 monochrome garments, just because I planned loads of animal makes for Sewing Animal April, and unfortunately the month just got away with me and I didn't manage to make any animal makes, which is a bit of a shame. But this month I'm determined that I am going to actually make some things out of these fabrics. I've been doing quite a lot of sewing for blog posts and spending a lot of time on my Audrey jacket, so there's a few things that I am still waiting to sew. So this is my first fabric, and this is a black and white fabric, so the second interpretation, and this is from Like So Amazing. So it's this really beautiful feather print with these really cute little feathers. And this is a cotton jersey, and I'm going to use it to make a t-shirt. I'm not sure what pattern, maybe just a plantain tee, maybe a Freya sweater, maybe even a Frankie tee. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to make a t-shirt out of this. And this is also one of my Sew 6 fabrics. So in January I decided 6 fabrics that I wanted to sew during this year. I've managed to use 1 so far, and this is another one, so I really hope that I get a chance to use this month. Another black and white fabric that I've got, which is in my stash, so it's just a remnant piece, but this is a ponte that I got ages and ages ago from Fabricland, and this is a black and white zigzag pattern. So again, a really cool monochrome fabric. My next one is this one, and you might recognise that this is the same as another fabric that I had to make my Elliot sweater dress. I had it in green from Minerva Crafts, but this is the blue version. Now this is monochrome, but not a true monochrome, because it has got that little bit of orange in it, but I'm still counting it because it has got like 4 or 5 other tones of blue in it. And so I really hope to make something out of this. I really love this fabric. So I got this from Butterfly Fabrics in Cardiff, but I know that Minerva Crafts has some, so I will see if I can link that down below for you so you can get some. They have it in quite a few different colours, but I absolutely really love this fabric, so I might even go for it in another colour wave as well. I've got the green and the blue, but I think there's like grey and maybe reds and things like that. So that's a viscose jersey. It's a really beautiful fabric. I know my Elliot dress has washed really well, so it's really high quality, so definitely a really lovely one, and I might even manage to make a dress out of this this month. My next one is this one. So again, a heart pattern cotton jersey in tones of blue. So we've got the lighter blue and darker blue, and then the even darker blue, as well as white. A lot of these fabrics are blue. I own a lot of blue fabric. So this one I got from my local fabric shop, the Nylon Shop, and it's just a cotton jersey that I picked up, and I'm planning to probably make a jumper or something out of that. I'm not really looking to make too many jumpers at the moment, so I won't necessarily make that into anything this month. But yeah, a really lovely tonal blue fabric. My next one is actually a different colour. So this is from Fabrics Galore, and this is a leaf print cotton jersey, and it's got the darker green and then the lighter green, so just 2 tones of green in it. I plan to make a dress with this, so I could go ahead and do that. I was probably just going to make myself drafted dress with it, just a t-shirt dress. But yeah, really love that fabric, waiting to use that one. My next one is this scuba crepe that I got from Lubadoo Fabrics, and I was given this fabric in exchange for me to make something out of it. And so this has got the navy, like a lighter blue and white, so a few different tones of colour there. And I'm planning on making a York pinafore out of this. So I'll just make it as is, but instead of doing the binding, I will add on a neck and arm bands. So I'm going to plan to make that out of that, and I'm hopefully going to have enough left to make a jumper or a top out of the other bit, because there's 2 meters here, so that will be a really cool make. Then this is a cotton that I've got. So this is from Fabricland, and it's just got the kind of teal or lighter blue and then the darker blue, and it is a cotton. So I'm not necessarily planning to make any summer makes, but definitely there's enough here that I could make like the vintage shirt dress or maybe just a Q dress for summer. But yeah, it's really, or even the Heidi dress that I just made for a pattern test. But yeah, really lovely, bright, but also tonal fabric. And my last fabric is one I showed you last month for Sewing Animal April, but it is this beautiful cat fabric that I got from Like So Amazing. It's an art gallery fabric, and it's got a lighter blue, white and darker blue in it. Really lovely fabric, and I'm really tempted to make something out of this. Last month this was one of my first fabrics that I wanted to use, but I love this fabric so much I don't want to make something with it and then it maybe go wrong, like me have half a cat's face on a seam or something. So I'm going to have to really think about how I use that and which pattern I use. So that's why I haven't made that one yet. It's one of those things where you really love a fabric and then you don't make something out of it because of that. So waiting to use that one. And another remnant piece, so I got this from Stuff in Steel, and I haven't yet finished the dress made out of this, so I might try and finish that dress because it's all cut out and partially sewn together. But this is a cotton jersey, and it's just a kind of geometric or pattern with just tones of blue, so perfect for this challenge. And I've got this little remnant piece which might be enough for a t-shirt, so I might even try to just get a t-shirt out of that piece this month as well. So a lot of blue fabrics there, but actually, you know, you can see the different tones that you could use if you wanted to go for tones of colour, and again you could go for black and white if you wanted. So I'm going to go through some of the things I have already made with monochrome fabrics so you can have a look. A lot of these are dresses. I'm definitely going to need to make some garments that are patterned in other ways, but I just don't have any at the moment. So the first one is this jumper that I've got on. So this is a cotton jersey that I got from Minerva Crafts in exchange for a blog post, and this is the garment that I made for that blog post. So this is a McCall's pattern. It's a raglan sleeve jumper, and I've just added cuffs from the Blackwood cardigan to it, and then I just changed the hem to make it rounded as well. But I will link the blog post down below if I can, and you can go along and read that if you want to. So this does have a few dots of yellow in it, but I think otherwise it is tones of blue, so I can get away with it. The other one I've got is this one, which is a cotton jersey that I got from Like So Amazing last year, so exactly this time last year. And again, it's similar to the heart fabric I showed. It's got the dark blue, white, lighter blue and like a middle blue in it, and it is the same pattern as this one that I'm wearing, so a raglan sleeve jumper. So 2 jumpers made out of my tones of blue fabrics. So 2 black and white dresses. So my first one is this one, and this is the one that I originally made for the Great Big Pattern Swap Challenge. And I had to alter it because it had a lot of gathering round here. So this is mostly my self-drafted dress now. So it's got a V-neck and then pleats, pleats at the waist, and then the back is just one piece. So this is a fabric that I got from eBay. It's a viscose jersey, but just really lovely contrast with the white flower and black background. My next one is another fabric that I got from eBay. So you can tell I'm trying to get black out of my wardrobe now. So these are kind of slightly older fabrics that I have. And this one is just a little kind of summer dress. I wore this on a few nights out, but it's got this kind of ornate geometric kind of pattern. And it's, well, it's gone a bit darker now, but it is white. It's white printed on the black fabric. And then I've just got pleats across the front, and then it's just like a vest top style. The next one I've got is my Samantha dress, and this is, I was gifted this pattern from Athena Cuckoo to do a blog post and a review of the dress, and I went for the wrap version with the collar and then the 3/4 length sleeves, but I am planning on cutting these sleeves shorter because I just haven't worn it with this length sleeve. It's just slightly the wrong length for me, so I am planning on cutting that so it is shorter. And this fabric is dark blue and then lighter blue and then white, so you've got your different tones there. And I got this from Fabrics Galore, this fabric, so it's a cotton jersey. My next one is this one. So this is a jersey hack of the Amelia tea dress by Simple Sew, and I made it in this fabric here, which is from the Nylon Shop. It's a cotton jersey, and it's got the kind of teal blue and dark blue and white in it, so you've got the tones there. Really love the gathers in the shoulder on this one, kind of similar to the new Sew Over It pattern that they've just brought out, so definitely love that kind of gathered shoulder on a dress. My next one is this one. So this is the Martha dress by Tilly and the Buttons, and this is the first version that I made, and this fabric is polyester viscose, and I got it from John Lewis. So you've got the lighter blue and darker blue and white in this one, and I really do like this dress. It has got a little bit of stretch to it, which is really helpful. I haven't worn it too much actually, but I think with the summer coming up I'll definitely get some wear out of that one. My next one is this one. So this is a cotton jersey from Fabrics Galore, and you've got a lighter blue and then a blue grey mixed with it with this really cool pattern, and this is the Freya dress by Tilly and the Buttons from the Stretch book. So really like that one. I do feel really cute and kind of bouncy when I wear that one, but yeah, again, you've got the two different tones. Then we've got this one. So I really love this dress. Unfortunately, because it's a viscose jersey, the neckline has stretched out a little bit. So I am thinking of reinforcing it slightly so I can just keep wearing it, because it's getting lower and lower every time I wear it. So this is my self-drafted dress, and it's got the pleats at the centre, and this is one that I made at the Sewing Weekender last year. And this viscose jersey is from Stoff and Steel, but really beautiful example of the different tones of blue in a fabric. Really, really love this fabric actually. I have got a little piece left that I'm hoping to make a t-shirt out of. Then I've got this. Now I've showed you this a lot of times before. So this is the dress I made for the Socialite Soiree, and it's the McCall's 7381, I think. I mention it all the time and I always forget the number. And this is in a fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother, and it's just navy blue with these lovely tones of purple and blue, and they're not necessarily all on one tonal scale, but actually if this isn't monochrome, I'm not sure what is. So really love this one, and I did buy some more of this fabric, so I am going to make another dress out of it as well, because I just really love the tones of blue. And my last one is this one. So this is my Elliot sweater dress hack. So the pattern for the Elliot sweater is by Helen's Closet. I've extended it into a dress, and I got this fabric from Minerva Crafts for free in exchange for a blog post. So it's the same as the one I showed you earlier, just in the green colour wave. So you've got that really dark green, almost black, with the different tones, and again you've got the pink in the centre of the flowers, but I'm still thinking that doesn't count. So yeah, really lovely dress. I love wearing that one, and I've worn it quite a few times, and I've washed it, and actually the quality of this viscose jersey is really beautiful, so definitely recommend that one as well. So those are all my makes and fabric inspirations. I've got quite a few plans for this month, and there's some lovely fabrics there that I can use for that, and I hope that you're feeling really inspired by this challenge. It might link quite closely with the Dress Like a Crayon hashtag that has been running on Instagram for the last month or so, but definitely really looking forward to seeing all of your makes and how you interpret this challenge. I've enjoyed this challenge so much so far. It's been really inspiring and lovely to get all of the sewing community involved in things. I will try and link as much as I can below, so any patterns that I've mentioned or fabrics, if they're still listed on the websites, I will link them below for you so you can go and have a look, and I will also link the blog posts about the Sewing Patterns and Prints challenge, as well as the one about this month's challenge. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please press the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Goodbye!